in us already right now exist the future potentials of higher orders of possibility, the future potentials really of that next evolutionary step, of that which we can't quite sense yet, just like in the caterpillar before it has transformed into this butterfly. The codes of the butterfly, the codes of its next evolutionary step are already there, and they start to awaken and they start to activate. When the caterpillar way of life, the caterpillar way of approaching life, crawling and eating and consuming, comes to an end. And for the caterpillar, that may be terrifying. And for the butterfly, that's the awakening time. That is the emergence. That's the time when now that future possibility that had been laying dormant starts to grow structures, starts to grow organs, starts to grow whole new senses, and starts to grow a body in which that future can live. And in that same way, within you right now, already live the future potentials of your next evolutionary step. And that's not just your step, that's also within that is the next evolutionary step for humanity. Our planet is calling us awake right now. Our planet is calling us to rise up and to come together. It's the call to that evolutionary potential that is within you, of our next step, of the step of our future becoming. And the whole journey of a quest, the whole journey of going on a rite of passage together is so that you can then grow and develop this body of consciousness within you, so that this future possibility of your higher form of becoming, your next step, can now get hand and feet and a heart and all the different sensory organs, so that this future that you may have sensed and that perhaps you may have felt when already since you were very, very little, it now starts to become a reality. It starts to become embodied, and you start to be able to really bring yourself forth from that deeper vision within you, and that deeper purpose that serves not just you, but that is aligned also with the purpose of our planet and is aligned with the purpose of life, of our evolutionary growth process. So these are some of the things that we want to be exploring with you today, and which is also why we've been calling everyone together to say, let's go on this quest together. Let us really embrace this rite of passage, understanding that right now, if you look at the conditions of our world, you could either say these are the conditions for a perfect storm. We've come out of the COVID crisis, or some could say we're still kind of, towards the end, we're in that process. There is the war in Eastern Europe. We're going back into a new arms race. There is more and more social economic divisions and huge challenges in people's lives. There's the climate crisis, which is not getting any better. So if we're adding all of this up, we may say, these are the conditions for a perfect storm. A lot of people are feeling that they can't trust the institution and the systems, that what we've been developing in terms of our programs and our models are not future fit and not capable to take us to that next step. And yet the good news is that at that same time, there is a support system already in potential within us, around us, even within the field of life and our planet and our collective consciousness itself, that many people are not aware of and don't even know how to access that right now. And the good news is also that it's precisely in this time of major transformation, major change, and also the collapse of many of the old systems, that future support system, this lifeline really from this future of a world that works for everyone, a thrivable world, it's exactly in this time that this lifeline, this support system from this deeper wisdom and intelligence of life itself that has our backs, that we are part of, comes forth. And this is why, in the form of a quest and a rite of passage, we're creating the conditions now to start to explore that in a safe environment, within ourselves, within the community, and then grow these new capacities, these new abilities.